Hello there, aspiring Tinos. I get quite frustrated in this video, and I'm sorry about getting so angry. It's tough for me to talk about this kind of shit because it really frustrates me, and it makes me worried about the future of Warframe. This is, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that can really ruin the game as a whole. So yeah, sorry about that, and enjoy watching nonetheless. Hello there, aspiring Tinos. I'm tired after trying to make this video so many times. It's hard for me to talk about this without losing my mind, but I'm gonna try one more time. So here we have this post was removed, and the fact that it was removed is so frustrating. I can barely even begin to explain this to you. You have no fucking idea, man. Anyways, so basically what's going on here? We have this person in the game, Kireek, right? He sells Ignis Rays for 50 platinum when really it's only worth maybe 1 or 2 platinum. Why is this so terrible? People do this all the time, inflated prices, that's part of the game, right? And I thought, yeah, it's still frustrating, but it happens, so I'm gonna let it go. Then I actually saw a post by Kireek himself one day, just coincidentally, and I mean, of course, right? He's like, rare railjack reward, only 50 platinum. He's a reliable provider, according to himself. Right? As you'll see here, even Popscast made a video on this. That's how bad it is. God. So here we are. This is a post made by Kireek himself, spelled Kireek. Don't go give him hate in game because you're gonna get banned instead, because he is a bunch of hypocrites. We have this message right here, and basically this boils down to, I'm scamming people and I know it. Don't post anything here that reveals that, or else you will get banned. You can't do shit. D is protecting me, and I'm a reliable provider. That's basically what it boils down to. Obviously, it doesn't say that outright, because if it did that, of course, he wouldn't be able to scam anyone. But you know, whatever. And so, so annoying. I see people like this guy who gets completely screwed over, and I even had a person in my own Discord who, I don't know if it was Kireek specifically or if it was one of his cronies from his clan, but who suffers the fate of this. I'll call it a scam. It is a scam. It's not just a ripoff. This is a scam. And, you know, it breaks my heart every time. And it cannot be right that the solution to this problem is me and every other experienced person in this game seeking out new players and telling them that this is happening. That cannot be the solution to this. Now, there are forum posts who warns people specifically against this kind of stuff. And I think of stuff like the Forbidden Trove, which is a Discord dedicated to Path of Exile, where trust is a very important aspect. If you mess up that trust, you go on the blacklist, and you deserve to be there. If you're a piece of shit who cheats other people out of their hard-earned resources, then you deserve to be on the blacklist. It's that simple. That's not a personal attack, right? DE has this rule. Let me just break this down. DE has this rule where if you make a personal attack, that's not allowed and it has to be removed. That's on my Discord as well. The problem is, DE doesn't know what a personal attack is. If I hit up Kireek and I'm like, hey, you fat retard or whatever, that's a personal attack because I'm insulting this person in a manner that does not relate to the matter at hand, but discussing what a person did in a given situation, especially if it's something which the purposefully has made public. For example, he's not trying to hide the fact that he's selling something. You know, by posting it, he's making it public. By having this forum post, he's making it public. And discussing the matters of what has happened, that's not a personal attack. You know, listen, dumbass, you did something stupid and you can be judged for it. All right, so proof of this was scattered. It was posted on this very same forum as this person is using to scam people, which is the official Warframe forum, by the way. And guess what? It was removed. So apparently it's okay to scam people, but it's not okay to tell people that this person is scamming. That's not allowed. Now, it goes even deeper than that. So if we go, it's so annoying. I'm going to show you the conversation now. Okay, this is the stuff that was sent to me, right? So this is the entire conversation. Basically, this viewer, fan, whatever, which has contacted me, calls out Kireek on, you know, being a scammer. And he's like, no, I'm a reliable provider. And, you know, I'm reading between the lines here, and you can draw the conclusions you want to draw. I'm not going to read this out to you for the most part. But basically, he's reveling in it. And I think I've heard he made like 8,000 platinum in a year doing this, which might sound like a lot to you, but for dedicating as many hours as he has, that's nothing. I made that passively in the last 2 months, right? So it's nothing. It really is nothing. But I want to show you here at the very bottom. See here. It says, and this is Kireek speaking, don't make these posts. He's talking about doing this in the forums, by the way. Please, for your sake. And then, you know, he asks, are you threatening me? And Kireek's basically, yes, I am threatening you. That's basically what's happened here. So apparently, threatening a person is totally fine. You can do that in game. That's totally okay. You're allowed to do that. But posting evidence of someone else threatening you is not allowed if it's in a private message. Can you see how insane this is? And this is not the first time that this has happened. DE has this weird tendency of giving, like, affording a lot more leeway to certain people for seemingly no real reason. Tulian, for example. You know what? I'll just link, what is he called? A YouTuber. Retalius, right? I'm gonna link Retalius. He has 2 really great videos on all the shit that goes on behind. You have no idea how much goes on behind the scenes here. Oh, this makes me so mad. Seriously, not so much him doing this, that's fine, but the actively trying to ruin their community. Listen, we all know that League of Legends is horribly toxic, and that in part comes from it being a very competitive game, which naturally makes it more toxic, but it also comes from the developers for many, many years not doing anything about this, just sort of letting it happen, being self-regulated. Now that you're trying to do something about it, I'm not saying that it hasn't helped, but to what extent, right? Once a toxic culture really settles in, it can be nearly impossible to root it out. So why would you, in the first place, allow it to set roots, and secondarily, nurture it and help it, allow it to fester in the community? That doesn't make any sense. You can't, when you're actively helping scammers, you are encouraging it, right? Can we just agree about that? You cannot be neutral and at the same time support it. That's nonsense. Anyways, I'm rambling now. I'll see you in the next one. God damn it.